What up, Lou?
What up, Raider Nation? How you doing, man? Welcome to the Raider Nation Live Show. What we gonna call it today? It's a Wax That Ass Wednesday show. Wax that New England ass. No, Wax That Ass Wednesday show because we wax that ass on Sunday. Oh yeah, Sunday against the New England Patriots. Great game. Happy that we won. Most of you don't. Most of you say, "Hey, Greg, what you talking about, man? Where you getting all like this?" I'm happy we won. Very happy we won. Excited about the team. Got a lot of stuff to do. We got to admit it. We had to admit, folks, that we got a lot to do. We talk about that today, man. My boys are gonna be with me. Gabe, late as usual, but he's always on time when he's late. If that makes sense to you. But check it out. Low, I don't know who's gonna be here. He got some issues to take care of, got some things to do. But hey, if he does, that adds better content to this shit. And we're gonna find out what's up today. But hey, man, welcome to the Raider Nation Live. So a little post game because we ain't going on Tuesday. We're trying to switch things around a little bit, try to mind gag you. You know what I mean? We're trying to gag your mind and try to make you say, "Hey, Gravy's gonna be on Wednesday," but and shit like that. Plus, we gotta rush this Sunday, man. Can't wait for the game on Monday night. Gravy's gonna be there. Gabe's gonna be there. Lowe's gonna be there. Different days. Gabe's gonna be there early to watch that fight and be there. Shit, I think he's there right now. I don't even know. He probably on his way or he's there. They go all out with his family over there. They getting ready, pumped up for the Canelo and Crawford fight. They got big things going on over there. Las Vegas is jam packed this weekend. That's why it's so. That's why you when you try to get shit over there, like I'm glad I did all this early. But Gravy will be there Wednesday night. Hey man, if you're in the chat and you're gonna be up there, let me know what kind of functions you're going to. Let me know what's going on, man. I'll meet you. I'll meet everybody that wants to kick back with Coach Gravy, have a stogie. You know, you drinking. Gravy don't drink, man, but I'll have a nice, refreshing cold beverage with any of you people that want to meet up with me, man, chilling. I'm gonna have my little young daughter with me, so let's have a little bit of respect though. But she's a co she got my last name, so she knows what's up. She's a gravy seed, so she gonna know what's up out there. She knows how Raider fans are. She's a big time Raider fan. Baby, my baby girl's a big Raider fan, man. She got it right. All the other ones, man, I might have been about a microwave or did too much shit then, but we're cool. She's good. Yeah, but I love my family so much. My beautiful wife, she came back in town. I missed her. I didn't know what to do without her. She got it like that with me, but man, I was starving. I told her I was starving, walk around in circles and dehydrated for like 4 days. She wasn't here. I barely made it to work. I got up late. I slept good though. I slept really, really good. She knows that. But hey, man, make sure you tell everybody right now that Gravy's on Raider Nation Live. This is it's the foundation of all three of us, man, is Raider Nation Live. All three of us are part of it. Raider Gay 420 should be on shortly to talk this game, what he thought about Sunday, and what up, Low. I don't know if he'll be here. Got some things to do, but he'll be on with us. But check it out, man. Got my stogie. Get your smoke section going for this wax that ass Wednesday. What a result, outcome about New England game that we had out here. So what we think, man? What we think, man? Overall assumption, overall analysis. Been hearing a lot of great shows talking about it. Been hearing a lot of people have their input on it. Some of us are overreacted, in my view, and some of us are down to earth, ready down packed, said we got a lot of things to do. And some of us are just way up there that we're going to the Super Bowl. Did we really, play that way? The second half was a great half. First half was eh, to me. A lot of things we need to work on. We'll talk about it, man. And you know what? Gravy's always do a pop-up show in the morning, man. I'm thinking about it. Got to get my mojo on, man. I don't have a lot of time, man. You're talking about the Raiders takes a long time, a lot of time. I'm so passionate about what we're doing and how things are flowing that, man, I just need to talk so much that I can't do it in like an hour. That's all I got in the mornings now. It's about an hour, hour and a half. But I'll spend, if I can do it, and if I get home in time without traffic over here in Fresno, these shitty streets of Fresno out here, then I'll get home and I'll put it on with you. We can talk about it. But hey, man, I'm gonna get to the chat, man. We got 20 people up in here watching Coach Gravy. See what's up, Anthony Estrada. What's up, man? I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Thank you for being here, man. With Red Nation Live Show, Wax That Ass Wednesday Show. Addy Alvarez, what's up, man? He said Ye Nation. What's up, man? Bay shit. What's up, man? How you doing? Estrada saying salute, Gravy. My boy Omar, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Hey, man, thanks for rejecting my trade. I try to give you, and I got a lot of shit in there in the chat rooms, bro. I'm getting beat and all that stuff. But you know what's up, bro? Yeah, where my dude's gonna get number one receiver is gonna get like 1 point. When does that happen, bro? First game of the season for fantasy, you can say first game, okay? But NFL, I ain't like that. Fantasy is different than the NFL. We all know that. What's up, man? Ready to fool Chris, my boy. Haven't seen you in a minute. What's going on, bro? What's up, man? Coach Gravy. Hopefully I see you this weekend. Hey, get at me. Get at me, my boy. I love to see you again, man. Chill with you and stuff. My boy Dark, man. What's going on, bro? How you been? Good to see you. Salute, bro. Money Chuck. Chop it up with Coach. Hey, I ever get a little saying too. I should do that, man. Money Chuck, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Dark saying salute to everybody. Got a couple people in here, man. Got 22 up in here early. 7 minutes in. Got a little squad in here. Gabe's gonna be here shortly. I hope so. I want to hear what Jay was saying. I want to see what he's saying. You know what I mean? Here we go. We got a little fantasy. Bro, if you ain't slanging Bijan, Robbie, I ain't trying to hear them offer. Man, what's up? Hey, you didn't want Bijan from the get. You didn't want Bijan from the get. And you know who I want on your team. What's up? You gonna give me Bucky for Bijan? It's all right. We'll get at you. We'll see what's up. Cash Lord, my boy. Hey Rock, what's going on, bro? Sorry about that. What's up? What's up, Rock? How you doing, bro? Cash Lord. My boy Cash Lord gonna be rolling up in the morning. All right. I'll see you, bro. You know where I'll be at. Cash Lord K, little baby Cash, man, to the school that I work at, bro. They got themselves a little champ right there. I see him all the time during recess. I take he want Bucky for Bijan. I'm gonna be like Omar said. Uh, I gotta get better than that, bro. They ain't the same. And then everyone called out. What's going on? Everyone called out. What's that mean? What's that mean? They're dark. I don't understand that. I don't even understand that. But hey, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. Now we know off rip, different atmosphere and the beginning stages of our offensive game plan. We knew that Chip Kelly, even though in the second half, second quarter, beginning of the end of the first drive or the three and out, we started doing all this stuff. But yeah, bro, my boy Dark. Yeah, it might be solo, bro. It might be solo, but I expect Gabe to come in. I don't expect low, but I expect Gabe. I expect Gabe. Ready fool Chris and 50 yards. I think it's more over. I think they need to use them a lot. 19 carries ain't enough for me. Thought that Tuesdays was yesterday. Yeah. Thought that Tuesdays. So wax that ass Wednesday today. Well, over home, just finished talking about him. I get my
What's
boy
for you?
back, man. What's up? Cracking Gabe.
Chilling, chilling, chilling.
Just get just get it into the topics, bro. Saying hi to everybody, man, and getting all into the chat. We got almost 30 up in here, man, checking us out. Emmanuel
Yes,
Gary, what's
sir.
up, bro? Everybody saying what's up, Gabe. But hey, man, we had our we had our discussion at halftime. Wasn't real. We talked about it on Sunday. Talked about great win. We got to get a little brief of the New England game after our afterthoughts, watching it, and watching it. And then I thought we have a very good asset in Chip Kelly because I thought after looking at it again, I thought Chip Kelly had a very good game. No matter if the plays were successful or not, we didn't execute. It was the execution, but the plays were there at the certain situations. What do you think about that, man? What do you think about the defense? You're a defensive type guy, you know that. And then I thought from the get go that New England was there to stop Genty from the get. Stop Genty. Stop the running game. Stop the running game from the get. And then, that's when Brock Bowers and that came in. What you think about that stuff?
Well, man, this shit. I mean, I think it was. It's a lot of it's hit right on the money. You know what I mean? I like how the adjustments that they did make in the second half. I mean, obviously they started off great, but the Patriots kind of adjusted to them early, to where what I mean. They kind of put a little stop to the momentum early. Especially Genty had that momentum early, and I think it kind of went to their went to the mentality, because you seen like in that first drive to where if Genty's hitting, damn, they could score that easy. You know what I mean? If Genty's running the ball good, they could score that easy. They can make it look that easy, like in that first drive. But the Patriots made some good adjustments themselves early, and kind of I think they went into stop trying to the mindset of let's stop this run and make Gino kind of beat us
Mm-hmm.
himself, because they kind of like in that first drive, you seen how they were very focused in on Genty, and because after that, those first couple of runs, to where it opened it up, but right early, you could see, you already see what kind of impact he could have if he's on. You know what I mean? To where they can make the whole defense kind of be focused in on him, and you see how Tucker how wide open he was. When do you ever see? I don't care how fast he is. You never see somebody that open. I mean,
Yeah.
unless the defense is eyeing in on something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I give props to Patriots for them making their adjustments early, but like you said earlier, the game plan that from last year would have stood the same, and we would have just stood predictable the whole game, and it would have just been an ugly three quarters. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have just been like because last year we were on that. We had a bunch of games where we started off great first quarter. You know what I mean? But we had bad three bad quarters right after. You know what I mean? So where this game we only really had one bad quarter, the second half. I mean the second quarter. The
Yeah.
second quarter is the only quarter we had where they scored 10 points. You know what I mean? 10 of their 13 points. And in the second half, when they kind of realized what the Patriots, what their adjustments were to the running game, you seen how effective the play action was.
Mm-hmm.
You seen how that play action was unstoppable, because the Patriots were just not willing to let Genty beat them.
Yeah. I thought the play action hit because they were worried. You could tell that they were worried. They were stepping up their safeties. They almost had 9 in the box at times. Most of the first quarter, what they had to stop. And Genty got some yards. He got most of his yards in the first quarter. So
Yeah.
if we wanted, he's getting that much attention, then I know that San Diego's going to do the same thing. But I think that the front of San Diego isn't as good as New England's. So, you know, you can say Khalil Mack or whatever. In a way, our offensive line, I got to elaborate on the offensive line because we got to talk about that. But we'll assess it. Just assess this game, the ending of it, and then we'll get into what we think about the Chargers and stuff. But I thought that Chip Kelly's initial game plan of running Genty and getting it was the kind of game that I expected that we would have. But then when New England said, "All right, we're gonna have Geno beat us with his arm," I think that was susceptible to major damage, and he had a lot of plays that were just that close. Gabe, you seen it that close with the play action because he sticks that play action real good. He extends his arm, he looks off guys. You know what I mean? He does it so well, and that one of them. Those linebackers were going the wrong way all the time, and that opened up a lot of like Bowers plays up the middle. We were killing them in the middle like they were doing to us, but we sewed it up in the second half.
A lot of people don't.
I
A
just,
lot of people are just. It's because a lot of people are interested in stats. They're
yeah,
not interested in looking at those other like little intricate parts of the game where what I mean. He
mhm,
was doing a hell of a job on the pass pro. He was doing a hell of a job just being a decoy back there. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I know that. Of course, you want him to be more effective, them and him and the offensive line. But when teams start paying attention to the play action more and like start actually trying to if that's what I'm saying. If Gino can be that accurate, that's when teams start dropping more people back there and
coverage.
try to account for the pass just as much as the run. You know what I mean? To where that's
Yeah,
gonna open up the game for Genty.
yeah. And then I expect a big game again from Jetty. Don't I don't hear it, and I don't know. There was a chat in there what that somebody said something about Genty or a big time guy. Yeah, he was a other quarterback. Or I don't know what he said. You know what that chat said, Gabe? What was
About
his
what?
name? Well, let me go back to it. Um, Phil Collins, or what was his name? Somebody said something about Genty. I don't know what he said, if it was negative or not, but I'm giving Genty a little leeway right here. But they they put a lot of people in the box. That means they're worried about him. They do that for a reason, and I think that Harbaugh would do the same thing
It just
because
shows respect, bro. It just
it
shows
shows
respect how
respect for
much
the
respect they
game,
have
bro.
for a guy that was
Exactly.
picked as a rookie. I know he was the sixth pick, and they should have that respect. But and he should like and I get where people are saying like he's a 6th round pick. He shouldn't have that much. I mean, he's a 6th pick overall. You know what I mean? He shouldn't have that many yards or whatever it is. But they're also not looking at they're not looking at the impact that he had on this
He'll,
game.
yeah, he did. I wanted more. And I thought the end of the game, they kind of did him dirty. I got upset with that. He lost a lot of yardage at like
Yeah.
5 runs. That's what
When
some
it's
airways
predictable.
were.
That's when it's predictable ball. They're up by 10 points. They're trying to run
Mhm.
the clock out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're trying to prevent the other team from getting the ball. It's like predictable running the ball. Obviously, you know what I mean? I think that right there, I think I would put more onus on the offensive line right there because that's when the offensive line is supposed to take over.
yeah. You damage that front. Get positive yards. Don't give them the ball back. But their use of their time, they didn't use their time wisely, but we did. Hold it. People get mad. Like this is one thing that I seen, Gabe, and I don't know if you've seen it. That Pete Carroll held on to those timeouts. You know what I mean? He held on to timeout, and he said, "All right, I'm gonna use them at certain time." They get panic. We had no panic, looking around or whatever. And then, I told you about the situation defensively when we stepped it up defensively was when Pete Carroll and Patrick Graham had that little meeting on the sideline, and the camera just zoomed right on it. You remember that? He zoomed right on it, and then boom, we had a sack the next play, and we stayed in that defense, and it disrupted them. It disrupted that. I got different feeling about the quarterback from New England. Yeah, I
Two
thought he
yards,
was better than.
2 yards a game. And see, that's what I mean. 2 yards a game
I
ain't an
thought he was
impact.
better
See,
than.
that's exactly what I'm talking about. People just want to see
Mm-hmm.
stats. I'm sorry, my
Mm-hmm.
opinion, but that's exactly what you are. That's exactly what your opinion is on this one right
Yeah,
there. Because
he's guilty
all
for
you're
that.
seeing is stats. You're not looking at how that impacts the game. That how that right there, just the focus on the defense, how that impacts the game.
Mm-hmm. And all they did, I did. Well, I seen more. Clyde Blue Kelly. I wasn't a fan. I didn't even know who he was, Gabe. I admitted that. I said, are we comfortable with? I'm not comfortable still with Eric Stokes there. Kai Blue Kelly impressed me this game. He locked up dudes and had pass defending and all that stuff. That doesn't mean that Eric Stokes did the same thing. It's just that it was hard. We got pressure, and now we understand how we can make Eric Stokes and Kai Blue Kelly. Kai Blue Kelly, to me, proved that he could defend and cover because he did that. But I think that Eric Stokes benefited in the second half with the pass rush that we had because they didn't mess with him. It's not because he's locked down. Eugene in situations of I watched the game real slow mo and I looked at it and that Kai Blue Kelly was 3 yards off the receiver and Eric Stokes was like 8 yards back, 10 yards back. He was playing zone. So that's different from Patrick Graham. I never seen him do that.
And it's like if a team goes out there, if the Raiders would have trotted out Zamir White as their starting running back, I guarantee you Geno does not have a passing day like that.
Thank you for saying that, bro. Thank you. Just them little measly, 30-something yards he got.
Yes,
it mattered. It did something.
That's the impact I'm talking about.
Yeah,
if Zamir
really,
White's out there, they do not respect the running game one bit, and that's when they can double team with Kobe Myers. That's when they can double team, Brock Bowers, and make it a lot more difficult on those guys to where the running game, it's the team has to show that it's going to be, anything better than last year anyway. But when you have a guy like that pick six, there's a reason why they had 8 in the box. There's a reason why the play action was just so prolific this game.
That's what answers my opinion right there. Phil Simms said that he hasn't watched Anthony Jetti. That's the reason why they have 8, 9 in the box. They had 9 people in there. And then 2 guys to cover our receivers and Brock Bowers. All these guys are open, and Geno just dipped like that. They were so open, he just threw it like 5 yards down. They ran. We had like 9 plays of 25 yards or more in that game, or 7 plays or like that. That's a stat gravy right there. But that's impressive to me. That's the stuff I look at. Those are explosive.
I do agree with people. I don't want to see him getting no fucking 30, 40 yards a game. Of course, I agree with that. I agree with that fact. But you guys also got to put it in perspective to why he had those 40 yards. The first game of the season, teams are going to want to see if Geno can pass them out of a game. They have the number 32 or number 31 ranked wide receiver core in the NFL. Teams are going to see if they can do it passing the ball. They're going to because there's the reason why they picked number 6, a running back, because teams are especially with Pete's background, that they want to run the ball. Even Chip Kelly for a big amount of a big part of his game is running the ball. Pete Carroll running the ball. Ashton Jeanty, one of the best running backs, prospects in the last 10 years. But the thing is that I don't want to see that either, but it's also the teams are going to game plan around what our strengths are. And until we can show otherwise, which game 1 was a great start, it's going to make people more honest already off the bat. And if they keep doing that consistently, I guarantee you that I will go out on a limb. I guarantee you that you will not see Jeanty like that again.
I think they could have used them more. I want to see 25, 27, but it has to be successful. It has to be successful. I understand what people mean, like you said, Gabe. I understand what people mean. And then, people saying that Ashton Jeanty is explosive. Tell me when Josh Jacobs was. Tell me when Josh Jacobs was an explosive guy. He banged his way in there, and we have one of those. And then it took Josh Jacobs time his rookie year to get 1,000 yards and 900 yards his other year and things like that. And we started talking shit on it. Oh, he ain't explosive. Now it's going to be he's not explosive. Let's don't do it in a hurry. Give him the amount of time that you did Josh Jacobs, because he's better. Not now, but I see the footwork, the burst, the break, the he don't get tackled, and then that's a
I think
trait
this is a great,
that
I
Jacob
think,
had.
example right here because I seen a graphic out there that like they're always gonna go to the extreme with the graphic because I guess Merritt, I guess their rookie running back who was more of a known guy that got picked, you know what I mean, late, and you know what I mean, for by Washington and stuff like that, who had a pretty good game in his first game. But this is exactly what I mean in the first game. What is the Washington strength? The quarterback position. Terry McLaurin. They just want to go sign Debo Samuel. They got Zach Ertz. It's like their teams are gonna go in game planning around their pass game, around their quarterback.
Scary Terry. They got Scary Terry. Didn't do shit for me in
Exactly.
fantasy, but when is he
That's
ever
what I'm
gonna do
saying.
that?
Teams are going to go in there game planning for them in the first game until they can show out that they can run the ball consistently and stuff too. That's exactly why a guy like that they're not fully expecting something like that, and he breaks for something. He breaks for a couple of runs or something like that because teams are not game planning around that.
Yeah, exactly. They're game planning. They're game planning for Jay Daniels and Scary Terry, and they when Austin Eckler gets in there and does his little work, and then that new Krosky kid who I like a lot, he'll get his little yards up too. He's an elusive breakaway type guy. I like him too. I'm very impressed with him, but you just gotta. I never said Genty was gonna roll. I just need the more he gets the ball, the more good shit is gonna happen. And Gino was playing so good, pinpointing his receivers on the run, bro. We should be amazed about what Gino did. And then House Junkie said it good. He did it with a wet ball. Imagine what Gino's going to do in a dome. When we go
Oh
back
yeah,
home and play.
oh,
Hey,
yeah.
this tough. And I don't want to say we got the weapons. We got the speed for that to happen. But I'm saying if they could just be and Trey Tucker could be consistent game. That's my problem with Trey
Oh
Tucker.
yeah.
I've always said it. I always said it. Can he get a touchdown again? Can he do this again? And get a 5 catch day, get a 6-7 catch day, and beat a Trey Tucker day with that speed and big play making ability that he can do, could be an asset for this team. That's what I want. My expectations for him was high in the beginning of when he was young because I expected that from him. Now he just tated it off and one catch, disappear. I don't want
Hey,
disappearing Trey Tucker.
but after watching that
Mhm.
game again, we
Mhm.
literally dominated 3 out of 4 quarters.
We did. We did. Straight up. I backed that 100%. I was gonna say that.
Dominated 3 out of 4 quarters.
People are calling. Oh, what up, Dark? Well, everybody out. Alexander Kane. You guys from Charger fans. House Junkies. What's up, man? Money
He
Chuck. My
scored
opinion
10
again.
points in the second quarter, and those 3 points
Mhm.
just because they were at the end where the Raiders were, you know what I mean? Like it was
Yeah.
bend don't break, just trying to run out the clock, and they got a field goal because they were gonna try to go for the onside kick, but they literally, really the only like legitimate points that I would probably look in my eyes because I don't those 3 points, whatever it is at the end, they're points, whatever. Yeah, if you want to count them, but they really only scored 10 points in the second quarter. Rest of the game, it was dominated by the
Stop
Raiders,
the run.
and it was sloppy, and with sloppy special teams play, and with with a lot of early down penalties too that kind of would have made the game a little bit more out of reach. I think.
Yeah, and I agree with you on the special teams plays. A lot of people don't highlight that as much as me. I do a lot, but you brought it up this game, and I read the chats, and you've been saying that a special team you lose games with special teams, and I always say that I've lost many games just on special teams, not just field goals, but special team play, run backs, fumbles. You gotta be good at those special teams because if you're not, you're gonna lose a game or two because of that. So it's very important, guys. We gotta look at that. Who's running the ball with us? It's just speaking of that, I see Zamir White get a kickoff, bro, and I get nervous. It's like Aiden O'Connell dropping back, bro. To me,
So
it's
you're
like
telling me you
so
have more.
slow.
You're telling me you have more faith in Lobby right now.
I'd rather go with the shit. What are we gonna call him, bro? Who
Hey
was
man,
dope? Who was the dope returner, man? Steve Tasker, fucking 2.0 right there, bro. That the white guy, dope ass returner, Steve Tasker, bro. That's what he is right there. Steve Tasker 2.0. That's what we can call him. It fits him better than CMC 2.0. He's not hurt. So hey, CMC got up busy this weekend too. Finally.
I did. I have him in my other fantasies.
John Fantasy Studios, he says Patriots 10 yards rushing in the second half. Raiders defense had 9 quarterback hits and a forced turnover. Game ball to Patrick Graham. I would mix in a little bit of Pete Carroll too. Pete Carroll's in all the situations, but that talk, the defense totally did different after that, bro. After that, it was normal Patrick Graham zone linebacker. I was very, very impressed with.
Hey, but you noticed something on Sunday though, Gravy. Do you remember saying it was literally after it looked like they came together and they were like talking, having like a little discussion type shit to where I trust me, I'll credit Patrick Graham because that was a great, second half, whatever. But
yeah,
I won't downplay that Pete probably told him to kind of release, the blitzes a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because I think that it was something that he was like, because historically Patrick Graham does not like the blitz.
Mm-mm.
So
you look at his stats, he might be one the defensive quarters that has less percentage of blitzing. Exactly. If you want to look at the numbers,
so that's why I'm saying like that's usually not a decision that comes from within him. You know what I mean? That because he does not like to do that by nature. So that I don't want to go out on a limb and say it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Pete's the one that gave him the A. We need to start blitzing more. You need to start sending these guys more. Because he traditionally does not like to blitz at all.
And it looks like to me that Drake May had a problem with the weather. It looked like he's only his second year. You know what I mean? Isn't he his second year player? He was a rookie last year, right? So he just didn't look what everybody was saying about Drake May. I haven't concentrated on the guy, but poor dude, man. The pass rush got Booker advances, bro, and Booker looks like he could get better. Booker, he could get better, and he was a monster inside. We haven't had that, and from one side, I think that we had that with Wilkins, but he doesn't make me even trip on that trade anymore. We got a presence with our front line up there, and then when they switched, it's like, why you have Max Crosby going against their best tackle that they have, switch them around and put them on their weakest point. Find a weakness of that defense and put them on that side. They put Tyree and Max Crosby on the same side. Boom, next play a sack with a guy that we didn't expect to do. It was Tyree Wilson. Big up for Tyree Wilson for that sack. I'm sure that made Gabe real happy. I'm sure you was ready. If you was on that phone call and you were getting ready. If it happened in the first half, you would have told me something about it. But great for Tyree Wilson.
Nah, Tyree, even other than that sack though, he made some pretty cool plays, man. I like how Tyree Wilson played. I like how Tyree played, man. I mean, for the first game,
he's an impressive run stuffer. He's an impressive run stuffer. I'll give him that.
I like that. Hey, man, that's what we want to see, but we want to see it consistently. We want to see that every game. It doesn't have to be a sack every game, but impactful plays like that, or crucial stops on crucial downs, like those are important. You know what I mean? And that's what's gonna get him, finally on good people's on the good side of people. You know what I mean? Especially Gravy.
You need a lot more work. You need a lot more work for number 9 to get.
No, for sure. That's why I said consistency.
You did a good job. I'll give him that big up. Not game ball good. You got a sack, impressive, but just people now that's on tape. That little trick right there is on tape. It was like, man, these two. And Tyree Wilson, he could push. He could give you a good little push. We know that with his little bull rush. But then we got a defensive tackle on the other side of him now. Or if they do that, Max is usually going to be on that side. But, you got Max against their best tackle. They know that. They're going to put their best tackle on him. He's always on that bottom side. And then just change it. And they did. And just taking those options, Gabe, would impress me. And that's Pete Carroll. That made me say, you know what? This team is new, because I got so stuck in Max being down there. Well, I'm looking at my TV. He's always on the bottom. And I understand they move him inside and do loop arounds and things like that to trip out he could go inside in too. But doing that make a trip their calls out, and then they weren't prepared for it. And Tyree Wilson got that sack. Max with his motor ended up hitting the ball. We got to get on the balls that we do strip a ball or fumble or get any kind of the balls on the ground. Go get it. We need the turnovers. We got turnovers this week, but finally we're in a plus, Gabe. We take advantage of that. I think we're +1 right now, or it was 0. What was it? 1-1. We got 2 turnovers, right? We got an interception. We got a fumble, but there was, I think, 4. I think we caused.
Oh, no, but the fumble we didn't recover.
Yeah, we didn't recover the one that we got from the quarterback. There was another one I don't think we got either. But we got to get on those balls. That'll be better for us to win the games. This game is very important.
We got a 4-down stop, no?
We got a 4th down stop. We had one, but we got a penalty. It gave it to them. Got to ease down on the penalties. Those hurt us a little bit, pertaining to that second half. See, I watched the game, and I'm not going to highlight the mistakes, but overall in the second half, it was a totally different team, man. And nobody can tell me different. That Raider team in the second half was a team that we ought to expect to see in the future. Yeah. And then they can only get better. They can only get better. Tyree Wilson's going to get better. Booker's going to get better. That guy, his ceiling, what I've seen from him and his technique, his get off is so quick. I don't see offensive guards or tackles or in between or whatever can do that. Can hold that guy. He's so long. He manages you, and that's what I like the best out of it. And then one thing I wanted to reiterate too. I was talking before. You had said something about the corners. The Pratt and Devin White. Devin White would have got the game defensive. He was everywhere. Old school Devin White showed up for this game today. And then good to see it. Good to see Devin White moving like that again, side to side, stopping the run like that. They had a running back that all of us wanted, and he didn't even do breakout runs even close to what Genty did. So what do we think about this guy? You know what I mean? Our defensive front and our linebackers sold it up, which we didn't have a smidget of doing last year. So we got better defensively. And then, maybe I might take it back that I was downplaying this linebacking core. Wasn't really bashing him, but I was hoping that Devin White would be the guy. He did. And he moves like that now. He's healthy. Landon Roberts, me and you always said this. He gets hurt a lot. He's really, but it's unfortunate, because he was early, but I seen him getting in there, taking on blocks. None of those guys have a problem with that, taking on guards and pulling guards and stuff. Overall, B grade for me, linebackers. And then you guys, I'm going to say the cornerbacks did a B too. Overall defensive grade for this game was a B+ for me. B+ defensive line, safeties. Chin was up there. Chin got that touchdown on him. I've always told you, Gabe, that he's known for that, but I looked at it again, bro. He was covering the dude. It was a great play by that receiver that he caught the ball. Chin, you're going to see that a lot from Chin because every wide receiver in that old division he was in, he does that. But he's there, but they catch the ball. They make great plays when Chin's there. But if you have to do that, just get to the quarterback and it won't happen. And we did that, bro. We did that.
Hey,
now
I know I'm more and more impressed with Palomar all the time, man. That dude's getting good, man.
He's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be an offensive coordinator. Bro. We gotta know where this guy's at, and he's not gonna know where these guys at. And then he could play back. It looks like he could play back now and cover, get picks, and sew up that middle of the field. We kind of had a problem with that, Gabe. I don't know if you've seen it, but that middle of the field with tight ends. Patrick Graham has a problem with that, and I always reiterate it. I always want to make our audience know, bro, that that's a problem, and we haven't really solved that yet. And the only thing that stops that, the only thing that can do that, is your linebacker play. Your safeties are there too, and defensive line pressure. If you don't know what they're doing, he makes bad decisions. Palomar can get the ball, Chin can get the ball. And we got safeties that are ball hawks that make great plays getting it. Great play by Palomar to get that. You know what I mean? And it was pressure that made him make all these mistakes. And that's what you want, especially from a young quarterback. Now, going on the next week, Drake May isn't out there. We got Herbert out there. No matter
Mm-hmm.
what you think about Herbert, I got a different view on Herbert. I think Herbert is a top quarterback in the NFL. I think he's good. You know, I don't remember the last time. He get the last two games I've watched him. He got hurt, and then he didn't play, and then we still lost the game. Like Stick went out there and beat us. I think the first game that we went to in LA, or the backup that was there, and then the other time he just beat us. But you know, he had a real good game the last game, and we need to put pressure on him. We know he can run, but we're fast enough at the linebackers, and our safeties are so instinctive. I think we can get him too, bro. Because that receiving core, are you scared of that game? Are you scared of that?
No.
McConkey gets us, but these guys are new, and the way I see Blue Kelly, hey, Pete Carroll knew about this dude for a while back. He was on a practice squad for Seattle. Pete Carroll knew of him, and that's why they got him. I found out the story about this guy. I found out he was in Seattle. He was on a practice squad. They were so deep at corner, and he was such a young buck that he made the practice squad, and they had to cut him just for a veteran to come back into 53. And he lingered around. Pete seen him again and said, hey, he's not surprised that Kai Blue Kelly did this. The exact words he said. So
You know what another thing though too, that we talk about Landon Roberts and about his and don't get me wrong, like he'll be an important piece when he gets back healthy for sure. But I think, to be honest though, as of right now, I think having Jamal Adams in there is going to be a bigger impact anyway. For me, having Jamal Adams out there was I think he's gonna be better suited for this defense anyway, because like we were kind of talking about how our linebackers, I like our linebackers, don't get me wrong, but they kind of have similar skill sets. You know what I mean? Like that they kind of have similar skill sets to where they're a lot of them are more run based guys. You know what I mean? So, but when you have a guy out there like Jamal Adams, I think that kind of switches everything up, especially because he's been an all-pro safety before and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's almost like a little bit of a blessing in disguise. Obviously, you want Landon Roberts back healthy, whatever like that, but it might be a little bit of blessing in disguise because it gives you a different dynamic at linebacker.
I think they work with each other real well. The communication in the second half was there, bro. Communication in the second half was there, and it was Jamal Adams, Palomau, Pratt was in there. All those guys communicating with each other, and they all looked together in sync. As soon as that little talk came, I don't think it was like, "Hey, man, we got to do something different." It's just adjust. It's just do this tweak and do this tweak, and then we'll get it right. And it worked. It worked. They only got 3 points. They got a lot of yards. Didn't get a lot of first downs, and you seen New England kind of like get broke down. That defense wore them down with the pressure and the coverage. Homeboy was just bootlegging. It probably wasn't even called. That was what it was called. He was basically running because the motor of Max was always behind him. Max was chasing his ass. Max Crosby got a big workout running for this guy because this guy seen Max running. And they're running after him. He didn't want none of that. That's what it looked like to me. He was running around.
And I would have said these I would be more worried about these receivers if Stephon Diggs would have had a bigger game, because Stephon Diggs is that like route running type, you know what I mean? That route running receiver, to where that's the type of kind of receivers that you're gonna get with the Chargers. I mean, the route runners, the Keenan Allens, Lad McConkeys, you know what I mean? I think they're good route runners, which I think, that's not that. I don't think that's gonna be the problem with the coverage of the receivers this year. I think Caillou Blue Kelly is. I think they're gonna do what I think they're gonna be well coached. They're gonna give up some plays. You know what I mean? They're gonna give up some plays because they're not, the all pro stud type guys, but they seem solid out there, you know what I mean? Especially in this first game. You know what I mean? I know a lot of those, Drake May's getting a big, a lot of criticism for that game because a lot of the balls that he had, he doesn't throw a pretty ball or whatever like that. But I don't know, man. He's also a guy that had a lot of hype going into the season, but I mean, he could come out again. He could come out in game 2 and have a hell of a game. You know what I mean? And it's just, can it be a well coached? Could it be just because we're well coached now, or you know what I mean? It's a team that's not like a bend, because you've seen them give up some plays on last week too, but you've seen also the defense is not going to give up the big play. The big play, you know what I mean? The backbreakers, the backbreaking plays, you know what I mean? And I think that's important. That's going to be important moving forward because this defense needs all those breaks. They need all of those things possible to play and account for them because they are young. They are going to have some broken plays in here and there. But I think the coaching the coaching aspect of it is going to have them prepared to where it's going to kind of balance it out a little bit.
What up to my boy Chewy, my Fresno partner? What's up to Leo, man? Thanks. I was gonna call you to see if you wanted to get on the show today, bro, but I forgot, bro. I'm sorry. Hey, check it out, my boy D Menace saying, "What's up, Gravy and Gabe?" My boy D Menace, hope to see you. We're gonna link up. He said he's gonna roll. He's gonna roll out. He's gonna be there. We're gonna be there this week, bro.
Be there Monday. I'll be there all weekend, man. I'll be there all motherfucking weekend.
I told everybody I thought Gabe was there already, bro. He might call us from the Airbnb over there in Vegas. Everything over there. I thought you was over there already.
Friday night. I'll be there since Friday to Tuesday.
Friday night.
Friday to Tuesday.
Friday, Tuesday. He'll be up there almost a whole week chilling in Vegas. He got money like that. My opinion, Lil B, man, great special teams player. He's the Steve Tasker of 2.0. That's what I said. Salute my guy Leo, everybody, Steve Tasker, everybody getting on that. Everybody saying what's up, Gabe. But hey, man, I got a little dilemma. I got something that I wanted to say. We get off and go. We in and out with San Diego. I mean, LA and New England game. But I want to reiterate what I thought about this offensive line. I thought they would have played better. I'm very disappointed on JPJ. You know, you're a content creator, and he was the bad apple of the offensive line in my book. You know, he didn't four of those sacks. 3 of them were solely in my book because of JPJ playing. I don't know, you know, and I want him to play better. I hope he plays better, but I don't want to figure this guy out and say what I want to say. You know, there's a reason why he can't play center, and people were saying that he doesn't get it. He doesn't get the protection part of it and making the calls and stuff like that. I'm kind of heading that way because he had a problem doing this as a guard, and then people are saying, well, if they put him at center, it'll be different. And I don't know what you think about it, Gabe, or about the offensive line. Offensive line is very important. I have to pay attention to that, or what the big boys do up front for my guys to play well. And they need to play together. And then if you have a guy that was messing up, not doing what he was supposed to do, like JPJ was that game, it's going to be a problem for Genty. And I hope it's not that. I hope he's not that type of player, because the way the Raider Nation is that we love this guy. He plays football well. He plays football. He's a Raider, but you don't win football games with being a Raider, being a bully, you know, bum rushing guys and blowing them up. You have to have technique and fundamentals is way more important than that. And then he has an issue with that. And then a lot of people are going to have a problem with me saying this, but just look at people dissect him, look at his fundamentals, and like he's getting taught this. This is new for him because college he's dominant. He was dominant in college, playing center. But
I liked him last year. He played good last year. I just think that thinking he had a bad game. I'm thinking he had a bad game. I'm hoping he had a bad game because Harold Landry ate his ass up. But he ate his ass up. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping it was just, you know, playing out of position for the first time, you know what I mean? Out of center for not first time, or playing back at guard, you know what I mean? Maybe he thought, you know, coming into the offseason, you know what I mean? Well, especially when he met Genty, you know what I mean? You seen how he introduced himself. I'm your center and all this shit. So
I love with that, bro. We fell in love with that.
I would say he had a bad game, but because I think he had enough good games last year to where I could say that. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
especially this rookie year. So now, if you go out there again, and do this again, then it's starting to look like one is a bad game. Two can be starting a trend. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we need to pick it up this game for sure.
Fundamentals and technique will make you
Hey,
get out the league.
this shit was crazy, man. I don't
Yeah,
wish violence on nobody, but that shit was fucking crazy, man.
well, today, yeah, well, about today, the world today,
Yeah,
yeah,
Charlie Kirk
that was
guy, that
crazy.
guy that got
Mhm.
shot at Utah, in the University of
Yeah,
Utah, over his opinions, man. Crazy.
yeah, and then that's if you can't say what you want on and but being aggressive at it, and you're in that type of light and messing with the young crowd, the college crowd, and we all know, Gabe, that we're different nowadays,
And I don't blame even one. I don't even blame
yeah,
like no
yeah,
no specific party, no specific
hmm
person. I do, but I will blame a little bit on just everybody. Just like
the way so
it's
sensitive,
you know
we're too sensitive.
it's the way the things that are just like being kind of pushed. You know what I mean? Everything is about being on a side, being on a certain side. You have to be on one side or the other now. Like you can't be in the middle. You can't be on, like certain point of views of somebody, but not others. You know what I mean? You have to either like them or not like them, and it's like it's just it's just pushing a lot of hate towards because you're either on one side or the other.
And if you can't have your own opinion about things and you're loud about it, we just talk about Raiders, Gabe. But we have our personal discussions of what we like and what we dislike about things and all that. But when you bring it out to light about things like that, people get upset. And this
Yeah.
world is so sensitive nowadays. It ain't like when I was young, bro. It was different. It was way different. And I'm just, hey, what we can't go out and speak our opinions without somebody getting mad and getting sniped. Getting
Everything's
sniped
hate.
for having your opinion. What shit, man? If I talk about Tyree Wilson has 19 sacks this year, and I say, hey, he doesn't have his fundamentals right. Is someone gonna snipe me outside of a game or something like that? It's like someone that loves Tyree Wilson so much, it won't escalate to that. I know, but man, we can't express our opinions. It's bad. It's a bad place
It's
we live
bad.
in, and
Yeah,
we need to
because
accept it.
it's only
Unfortunate that
getting
happened to
worse,
that
bro.
young man.
Like people are saying, like you know what I mean, like it's just getting worse and worse, man. That's just that was crazy ass video today, man. That's a crazy
That was.
crazy thing. Like that's scary
And it
because for
being out
anybody,
there that way, and
that's
people
crazy for
joking about
anybody. I mean,
a guy getting executed in front of YouTube, man, is not. I don't like seeing that stuff, and people
fuck,
shouldn't go out and
oh, that should give
make
me
money
fucking
off that.
chill.
I
That
don't
should
think
give me
none of that.
chill.
No. If you agree with us and just keep your peace and say, but this is a football
I
show,
don't mind. Like, I
so
love opinions, bro. Like the opinions, that's what we
yeah.
are based. That's what we're based on. That's what our show is based on. Opinions. You know what I mean? So, shit, I love opinions. It's just you can't be so close minded about the other side's opinion too. You gotta be a little bit open minded, even though you don't agree. You just gotta be a little bit open minded about the other side too, bro. It's like because you can't just. It's just everything. If you just shut it down right away and you don't even give it a chance to like even sound like hear it out, could
Yeah,
I change your
and you
point
know
of
what?
view?
You know what, Gabe? Even though some I didn't agree with the dude a lot of times. He went to a generation like the college generation, the young minds that we have. That's very open and you know very open and sensitive and he fucked with them. And then I wouldn't be surprised if it was a college student, or something like that that did this. But it was professionally done. It looked like
And
it.
professionally,
It had to
bro, that
be done
was
against
right in the
someone that
neck.
are all
Where
military. I gotta have some military shit in you if you're doing stuff like that, or some type of you're pro at what you do. Ain't no Joe Blow up there standing there. They can't find a guy, so he knows what's up. But still, we can't do that. Big ups to my boy Loon, bro. Hey, I'm gonna hit your party, man. I'm gonna hit your party. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna say what's up to you, man, and peaches. And
yeah,
can't wait to go see. I know Gabe's gonna be with me. I'm gonna call him up early. I'm gonna wake his ass up early and tell him what's up. So I'll be there. I'll be there around noontime. So I'm gonna hit the party first, and then we'll go hit some
when is
stogies.
that? That's Friday. I mean, that's Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay.
Sunday. He'll be there. He'll be having this little cool show. He's gonna. I think he had a show today. He always is on at 3 o'clock. I'm thinking. So I didn't get a chance to watch your show, but I always do, Lou. Not today. I did. I had some stuff to do, but hey, man, I'm not bueno. What's up, man? Gonna say what's up to the chat, Gabe. What's up, Dart?
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
got a. He got something in here. He says if the Chargers see what we aren't building a running game, they'll start pressuring Gino all day. That's why it's so important to establish a run early and keep the momentum going. I think we did that. And Jeffy was successful in the beginning. That set up that good play action game, and then we Gino just went off on it, and he went off on
Yeah,
it without a running.
Myra's bringing up pumps in the bump, pumps in the bump,
Up to the bump. We gonna do that over there. I haven't heard that song in a long time, but don't let it play. I got words of wisdom. I better not hear that song. I better not hear that song. I'm gonna tell my daughter, go over there.
Hey, Blue and I might shit. I'm probably gonna pop up too because I know I'm gonna. It's the day party shit. Then I'll go to 2 parties that day. We'll go to the Lou's party the day. I know that there's another blackout party too on Sunday as well. So yeah, for sure. It's the Raider Nation kickoff party.
We're gonna kick back and probably have C-Dub and Myra and them going to have a stogie, chill out over there. A lot of places to go. Be there around noon. So I'm checking in at noon. Well, I got the late check-in, early check-in. I'm checking in, but it matters. I know I'm going to lose thing. I want to see him. We got to have a smoke together. Lou, don't bring that old ass cigar that I gave you. It's dead. You can throw it away. It was a nice gift. You can keep it just to say, hey, Gravy, I still got it, just to remember me and stuff. They'll cherish the memory we had. But I'll buy you a new one, bro. I'll buy you a new one who will have it. I know you're going to be busy and running around and stuff, but I'll just say, what's up, man? I'll leave you alone, let you do your thing, but I'll be there, bro. He said, here he goes. He's advertising it. Who hitting the pool party Sunday at the Paris? Hit that. You go to it. Go to Loon. He's a great dude, real funny guy. Loon is exactly the same way he is on his show, but funnier, way more funny. You meet the guy, man. You'll get his attitude, his charisma, his comedy is all there, man. He's a great dude. Love you. And his beautiful lady, Peaches. She's wonderful, too. Be great to see him. Hey, here we go. Chilanes is Gravy praising Devin White. How in the world has that changed? I never talked bad about Devin White. I don't remember. And Devin White has always been hurt, but I've always appreciated Devin White got in the pro game drafted. He was 19 years old, bro. He was a kid, and then he got hurt. Always got hurt, kept hurt, but he looks like Devin White now, and that's what I appreciate. He came back, and we want him to come back as a Raider. My thing has never changed about Devin White at all. Didn't expect this from Devin White, the resurgence of him. Thought he'd just be there, a quick side to side guy, but man, he shined. Borderline.
See, look at this is the Raider Nation kickoff party right here. The one that I'll be at Sunday too, on the Sunday afternoon. This one's on the 14th of September at 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. And it's at Fremont Country Club. And it's 35 bucks. Well, tickets from $33.85. It's right here. The Raider Nation home opener party 2025, September 14th.
You could get them at the door or what?
I would go right here. It's called Eventbrite. Eventbrite right here. And then it's they're right here. Just get tickets right here. And this is where I got mine. Well, my brother-in-law bought the tickets, so he got me too.
Okay. Yeah, hey, wifey going with you over there? Wifey gonna be with you? Okay.
Yeah, wifey's going with me. So yeah, if any guys are trying to go to a party after after the Loon pool party in the daytime shit, go right here. It's gonna be on Fremont Street, the Fremont Country Club, Raider home opener, man. Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man. There's gonna be a lot of shit out there, man. But this is just one thing. If you guys are looking to go, kick with I'll be right there if you guys want to go kick it. Me, Smoke a J. You know what I mean? I'll be there, man, for sure.
You want to kick back? Well, I'm gonna make it to see Gabe at his tailgate. Probably be walking around. If you guys are close, be going around everywhere, seeing what's up.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, man, can't hit everything. But hey, might get stuck at one place forever. Might get stuck at another place for a minute. Just
Oh yeah, look at Loon's going to that one. Look, I'm hitting the
okay.
home opener
You going
party
to
too.
that?
All
Then
right.
we'll be together,
Yeah.
folks.
Shit, we're gonna be all
Yeah.
it's gonna be an all day thing, man. Shit, it's
No
gonna be
big
cool,
day,
man. We're gonna
man.
be
It's
chilling.
fun. We got to see if Gabe's gonna be not hungover from Canelo getting beat. From Canelo getting beat, if he's gonna be all mad, losing money and stuff. So you
Canelo,
got Canelo.
Canelo by knockout.
Oh, you think he's gonna knock out Crawford? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Tell me in the chat where you got predictions on that fight.
I
You
really
guys
think
give me a prediction.
I think Canelo wears him down, man. He starts hurting this guy. It's gonna look like it's gonna look like Crawford's gonna be winning the fight early, but Canelo's gonna be not landing those punches that once it gets down to the 9th, 10th round, he's not gonna be able to take him no more. Too big.
Paul, what's up, man? Ready Paul has us going 11-6 already. He's been saying that. Forgets everyone wanted Ben Johnson to be our coach. Forget that Vato Raiders would have made a big mistake. I have a problem with Ben Johnson. That team, I don't like Caleb Williams. I don't like the way he is. But yeah, he didn't play well. And I think it wasn't his guy. It wasn't his guy. So
hey man, that team, that game was so fucking weird, bro, because
it
was like Chicago was like dominating but not scoring. Right? They were like they were fucking they were scoring field goals and this and that, and then they were fucking you know, they were running the ball good. Swift was running the ball good. Kayla ran the ball in, and it was going. Everything was going good for them, man. And then, bro, what the fuck happened? Dog? Because JJ McCarthy was stinking it up.
He looked bad, bro.
He looked fucking bad. And then he fucking the
Second
offense,
half,
woke up. The offense, more the fourth quarter, the offense woke up. He scored I think they scored like 21 points in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm. That's what he needed to do it, bro. That's what he needed to do it. So that's what I think. I think we have a great chance of winning this game, bro. A great chance of winning this game, and it's gonna be a battle as far as the coach is concerned, and just like New England, it's gonna be an adjustment type game. We'll fill each other out for a minute, probably run the ball, see who has the more muscle. Offensive line.
And we probably play the Chargers good in Vegas, though. We play the Chargers good, and we've gotten some good wins up there too in Vegas. I know we haven't won in SoFi, but we've gotten some fucking good board wins, you know, up in Vegas, bro. So I know last year we didn't, but it's a different. I think it's just a different ballgame when it's big, and especially how they're saying it's not going to be like one of those games where it's you know, later on in the season we're kind of doing a little bit, you know, in the recent years we're doing a little bit bad to where the opposing team is going to have, you know, a lot of fans in the building as well and stuff like that. It's going to be rocking, man. It's going to be for sure one of those feelings, you know what I mean? One of those old school feelings, you know, in the building, because it's going to be a lot of black in that building. You know, some sites are saying up to 90% Raider fans, that's what it should be all the fucking time. Should be fucking 99% fucking Raider fans. But I mean, I'll take it. 90% Raider fans in the building. That's going to look. It's going to look good.
Stop the run. Here we go. Raiders Allegiance is saying, "What's up, hit stick stepper? Stop the run."
Okay. 86. Round up. I rounded up. Estimate. You know.
We got
going back.
Herbert had a really good game against Kansas City, bro. And you know, he got downplayed, man. But organization and team. He has a quarterback coach, a guy that produces great quarterbacks. His system is built for him, and he's building around him, and that's what he needed.
And we can't downplay the Pete Jim fucking rivalry, man. These motherfuckers do not want to lose to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
And
AKA
Pete,
Rock, what's up? We didn't get for a long time, man. The Red Nation need to say we didn't get out coached at any time of this game. At any time, I didn't feel, hey, we could do this. We could do this. And I knew that there was going to be adjustments made because if there wasn't, it would have been, just as bad as it was in the first half. We cannot be happy about what was going on in the first half. We weren't, Gabe. We made it known
No.
on the call that we weren't happy at all. And then, we were saying, where's the pass rush? Where's the pass rush? But it happened. So I don't know if they read our minds or they just said, hey, we're going to make some adjustments here. That we didn't see that. We didn't see that. We seen panic adjustments, and it didn't work. We didn't execute. Execution was there. We're not going to have that problem. It doesn't look like in the future we're going to have not execute because of Chip Kelly and Pete Carroll with Patrick Graham. Great team, great communication, and the submissivity of Patrick Graham doing something different that's abnormal for him. He's never done that. He's not known for blitzing like you said, and he's not known for that all the time. Like he blitzed more than usual that I've said. I was like, wow, Jamal Adams is getting in there. Powell Miles getting in there. Booker was just doing his thing and getting in there, and that I seen that, and that was great to see, man. Finally, we got some aggressiveness and not just standing back, letting let's play good this and that, and we won on first downs offensively. Finally, we were ahead of the chains first downs, and that was great to see. We didn't do that last year. And when I talked about it, and then I could just see the improvement of this team greatly than what we see last year. It don't matter.
We'll get a drink real quick.
All right, we're gonna see that, and then we're gonna expect that. I'm behind on the chat, guys. Trap God, what's up, man? He's saying, I expect Genty to take over this game. That's the key to the win. It's a big key, Trap God. You're right. I think the running game, both coaches are that way. McDaniels will go quarterback heavy, because he doesn't. Drake May could get out of there, but he's not known for that. He's a passer, dude, and he got limited. Limited his good. He ain't the same guy. So that's what we got to do with Herbert. Herbert's going to do his thing. We're going to see that. But if we disrupt him and make him make bad decisions, we're going to get him. We're going to get him. We need a lot of pressure, a lot of coverage. That needs to happen. And we've seen it happen. Change over a half. Over a 12-minute halftime or 15-minute halftime. We've seen that. And it was good to see. Very impressed on the second half. Menace got some bomb weed. Yes, he does. I'll be out there Sunday morning. I know. I talked to you, bro. Here we go. His Stick Stepper with a little comment. What's up, man? How you doing? Shout out to the almost 50 in the chat, bro. Way to go, man. Keep it pumping. Give us some big likes, too. It's hit 50 likes. Let's go. Let's do that. Do that for the squad right here. For me and Gabe. And my boy Loda ain't here. Get us in a regulism, whatever that is. People got a lot to say, man. I'm behind on the chat. I'll catch up right now. They saying Gino, here we go, his stick again, or Leaky. They say Gino better inside stadium. We found out this Monday. We're going to find out Monday. Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to be there, see what's up. Going to the Ahern, rearrange some furniture, AOL. Yeah. I don't know. I ain't going to know Ahern. I don't know about no parties over there. Gabe knows what that's at.
I want to know Ahern.
Gabe knows where the Ahern's at. Genty will pull out the effort, aka work to excel. We know he has skill. He's a good running back, man. We just got. Everybody knows I'm not a time guy. Do it, It's just he just needs more carries, bro. That's the type guy he is. Just like Jacobs, bro. Jacobs needs a lot of carries. We said that, so he needs a lot. 19 is not enough for him. Get going. And he got a lot of his carries. He had 6 or 9 carries in the first.
I don't even think the amount is the what it is. I think it's the way it was used in the flow of the game. That's what it was, because you seen early when it's in the flow of the game and when it's like that, it was effective and like that. You know what I mean? So I think it's just the way it was used. The 19 carries, because I think 7 of them were in in basically kind of run the clock out time. You know what I mean? To where, like you said, those kind of shit. At least half of those carries should have went to Zamir. You know what I mean? Right there when they're trying to kill off the
All of
clock.
at the end of the game, all of them should have went to the mirror. That's what he's there for. That's why we got him. That's what he's
But I mean, I would just say like it needs to be more effective for sure. That's one thing I will agree with on everybody else. It does have to be more effective. The running game
and
has to
what
be
if,
more effective in this game for us to have a chance to win. I know if we play defense like that, we can win any game. But if we really want to have I think a good legitimate chance to win this game, our running game has to be better. And I think that's the least to say. I mean, I think that's a little obvious. We have to be better in the run game because I think they're
hey,
going
no,
to see what Gino did, and they're going to pay a little bit more attention to it, which I think that in itself is going to help out the run game.
yeah,
But they're not going to let I think Gino go out there and have another 363 yards. So that means Genti has to be effective.
if they do that, what New England did, then that, poor you. Right? And back to back 300-yard games with he could do that. He could do that. And it ain't just with Tucker, the wide open guys. Thornton, I'll give him credit. We got a good deep pass, got a good another solid pass, 2 catches. I want more from Trey Tucker. Be
Damn,
consistent,
Ray
bro.
Apodaca says he's in section 122. Let's see what section I'm in. I'll tell you right now. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you, but I'll tell you if I'm close. Oh,
Yeah, don't mess with us during the game. Man. Come see us at tailgate or something.
yeah,
I
we
don't want to
right
do nothing
there.
to miss.
We right
I don't
there.
want to do nothing to miss the game.
No, I think we're on the other. We're like same level, 100 level, but we're on the. I think we're on the opposite side.
When you see us, say what's up. We're close. Well, John Savage Studios, the JPJ played center in college at left guard in 2012. Challenge you to wipe your ass with your opposite hand tonight and report it on Friday. Report on it on Friday. This is not Madden. I,
Yeah, we're section 104. 104.
what we need to realize, John Studios, is that he's not an NFL center yet. He's not. That's why he's not playing center. Meredith is playing center because he has a big more responsibility. Maybe he doesn't get that yet. Not that he can't, but there's a reason why he's not playing center. But we gotta realize that he's not playing center. That's it. And then we're not gonna get better. He's doing that. He's wiping his ass with another hand. He's doing that, and he can't do that right. So is he really a guard? I thought he was an elite All-Pro guard. He could be, and he will be. But his fundamentals and technique for this game wasn't up to that speed. My expectations of him. But if you want to do little by little and have this assumption that JPJ can't do no wrong, like we think that our players do, the way the Raider Nation puts players in that hole, JPJ can't do no wrong because only if he plays center. It's not that the offensive line would have played the same way if he was center because he doesn't get it yet. I'm not knocking JPJ. Yes, I am because he can't play center. That's his position. Why can't he do it at NFL level? Well, Pete Carroll, that we think so highly of, doesn't think that. And it's not because his son. Pete Carroll has a say in that. Pete Carroll agreed with this switch. So what point don't we understand that Pete Carroll made the decision to move him? He explained it many times on press conferences. So I don't know if maybe you should coach. Maybe you should go with the Brennan and say you don't know what the fuck you're doing and go coach offensive line and see how hard it is. It's hard. Or I don't know if you're an offensive lineman, but it is hard to switch from center to guard. But his athleticism and the way he pulls and the way it just isn't tight and right yet. But I think he'll get better. But he can't do what he did yesterday because it jeopardizes the running game. It does. But I'm sure he'll get better. He'll get better. I'm pretty sure that. People don't like hearing that, but it's right there in plain view. Get all 22 and check it out. We got 3 sacks happened on Geno Smith solely because of JPJ. And you can't tell me different because I ain't the only one saying it. And I'm not saying it because they did. I said it day after the game. So, I would always have my opinion. I know that. You're good at that, bro. Here we
Nah, but
go. Here we go. You got a little. That's what happens when we all divided.
we're
Yeah,
talking about
you
like
know.
we're talking about earlier with the Charlie Kirk situation.
Yeah. Your anger on the country is an insane level. Is this? Yeah, I think that I agree with that, bro. It's just bad, and then and the college kids got shot, and today just bad day in America today, bro. Bad
High
day.
school, no, yeah, high school in Colorado or something like that, no?
Yeah, bad day in America, man. And it
Hey
just
man,
seems like every day something's happening. Every week something bad happens in America.
yeah.
Not used to that. Poor people.
All right,
Here we
man. It's
go.
just
Here's the
we have to be. We just can't go out there and like look like we took a step back either, right? You know what I mean? Like we have to go out there. I know this is a bit like considered, I guess, to a lot of people a better team or whatever. You know what I mean? But the Raiders have to. They're a young team, so these type of wins have to go a long way for the development of these young guys, man. Because if 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 that starts playing a big role, and because that's where coaching is going to come into play, if he can make these guys grow up faster than usual, and be get the importance of learning, being prepared and all of that shit. Like, I don't know, man. I think that's what's going to be the difference, because sometimes that's what's, I think, been a lot of our problems, a lot of the other years where we don't have an experienced coach. And I think that he lets a lot of the times you can look at it to where kind of got early to the heads of the Raiders sometimes. Like, yeah, like even last year, you know what I mean? You've seen them fucking celebrating and, doing fucking Soul Train line and shit on Fridays and shit like that, to where, we celebrating over nothing. And it looks like they were getting into their head, or like, too much, where I don't think Pete lets that creep into these guys' heads, because I think he preaches the importance of the the compete factor. You know what I mean? With Pete, you know what I mean? Every week, it's not like just compete in camp. It's compete every week. You know what I mean? To be on that field, and I think that's what's going to, I think, make this team different from other years. You know what I mean? Because I think that the importance of staying consistent and being prepared, dog, is what's I think going to be, give us our best chance to win a lot, win a good amount of games this year. Because I think, when you look at it on paper, a lot of the teams, I think that's why a lot of big percentage of a Raider Nation, earlier in the season were iffy, to where they didn't think we made enough moves. They didn't think we made enough big splashes or shit like that, to where, like, that I think that's why that part is going to play a big role. The preparation and you know what I mean? And just, that's what's going to be the equalizer with some of these teams that could be more talented, but just are not as prepared, or the guys are just, like they say, banking on their laurels, because they just feel like they're going in there better than already. Where if you're prepared, we've seen it in the NFL fucking every Sunday. It don't matter who you are, what team you are. It's like there's a movie called Any Given Sunday for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, because you can get beat on any Sunday if you're more prepared than that other team.
and just the adjustment means that we're prepared for anything. And honestly, Gabe, I don't think we would have won this game if we would have had the other guys here last year. We would have found a way to lose this game. We didn't do that. We stayed aggressive. The aggressiveness in the second half with the blitzing, the coverage, the press on one side, and Stokes out, back playing zone. That was impressive to see. Very rare to see. That's not Patrick Graham like. Patrick Graham's the type guy, stays in his ways, lets things work. The aggressiveness that I seen with the defense, you didn't see. And it was good to see that. And I
Yeah,
like that.
definitely.
I like that.
Definitely.
I like that. And 11-5, then that's great, bro. Because then we can hit 2 and 2. Probably go together, bro. Probably go together.
Yeah, go nice
I'm
to
gonna
see
have me
it.
I'm gonna have me a ride. I ain't Ubering over there. I got my kid with me. It'd be good.
I got my car. I got my
Oh, you
car with
do?
me. Yeah, I'm gonna take my car, dog, because I want to be able to move around. You know what I mean? Because most of the time we will rent a big car, and we'll go out there like in a family, or whatever. But then you gotta wait for everybody, you know what I mean, to be ready and this and that. So it's like I rather, I just get up, get out, you know what I mean, and go do what I gotta do. Go to the pool party, you know what I mean, go fucking, do this, do that, you know what I mean? Shit, who knows? I might be at a Legion 2 times this weekend. You never know. Shit, I might be at the fight too.
You get tickets to the fight, front row. Don King'd out, bro, chilling like that. What's up, bro? Yeah.
Might as well make it a great weekend, right? Shit.
People get crazy. Dark Gravy. I don't wear Speedos, bro. Never did, never will. I ain't like that. I keep it old school, bro. I'll be wearing shorts though. I don't know what the weather's gonna be like. It's gonna be hot over there. Loon, let me know. It's hot over here, bro. It ain't nothing new. To me,
it's fucking beautiful over here today. Like last week it was hot. Like today it got cold. Not cold, it got cool. Compared to the other day, it was like it was like 80.
It's different over here. We're getting into October, bro. Once it gets, late September, mid-September, around there, the weather starts getting better. Probably don't see no more hundreds out here, but.
Hey, Vegas is supposed to be, right here on my shit, it says 98 on Monday.
Yeah, it's normal for me. We're used to that.
98 ain't bad, but the good thing is that it says, it's not like it's usually is, because usually when it's like 100 over there, it's hot at night too. So,
it stays.
It does say 74. It does say 74 at night, so hopefully it does get cooler at night.
Probably fucking 4 a.m. at 79 degrees.
For real.
Next thing you know, 6 o'clock is 90. You know what I mean? That's the way Vegas is.
I'll be in the air conditioner. I don't give a fuck a lot of the time.
It gets like that. I'm inside the hotel chilling. That's the reason why I got it. Maybe we're gonna sweet talk me to trade him DK Metcalf. Hey, you know what, Myra? You lose to Myra, and I know it's just me. I talked to her today over this. You getting at me, man? I said I don't lose to women in fantasy. Never did. Played a lot of women in fantasy. Myra's the first young lady that I ever lost to in fantasy. Over the years I played it, and then I tried to trade with her. Give her a good deal, the dude from okay, I'll talk about this trade real quick. I tried to give her the Shakur kid from Buffalo, Josh Allen's main target, right? Had a great game. You seen it. And for DK Metcalf. So you want to keep DK Metcalf with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had a bomb-ass game, threw 4 touchdowns, had a real good game. But that's not Aaron Rodgers all the time. You want Josh Allen that does it all the time to Shakur, or you want, just a bit of advice, Myra. It's a good trade. But you think it's bad, go look at it and say yes or no. Then next thing you know, I'll have DK. I ain't trying to finesse you, Myra. Not till later. I sent Gabe one too. I sent Gabe a trade too. Did you see it?
Huh? Oh, no, I haven't seen it though. I don't even know who this is. Who is this?
Who is that?
I don't even know what it is.
Big good. Be hating me too.
A lot of comments. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Who? That's Piano Man right there.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know. I think we argued with him one time.
For a while, he gets up. He gives us good love, but no charges.
I have no time to be hating on nobody, man.
He be good to us, bro. He's in the chat. He bombs it.
If you're in the chat, you watching it. If you're in the chat, you watching the show. Hey, big ups. That's all. That's all that really matters.
It's a rarity. We give props to Piano Man. He's banned from many shows, but we don't ban nobody here unless you get disrespectful. Hey, Myra G.
Let's start throwing like family and like shit like that and like stupid shit, like just to like get like reactions, like. Yeah, there's no time for that. You just get kicked out. But I mean, if you're talking shit about the team and all of that shit, we go back and forth. We could do that all day. You know what I mean?
Myra J been a member for 3 months. Congratulations doing that, Myra. Thank you for supporting Raider Nation Live. Me, Gabe, and Low, man. You're a wonderful woman. Can't wait to see you guys out there. Hey, is the crew going too? All you guys, I think Severe is going. 805 says he's gonna be there. I don't know if Chris is going. I want to see Chris too. Hope you guys are all there. We'll link up. We're gonna link up for sure. And she said, Gravy gonna get tripa tacos tattooed on his innards. I don't know what. Heavily medicated one day, I guess. I don't think you was on that show, Gabe, but I said I think I said I had to reach real deep to say something positive about Tyree Wilson, and I said innards. I don't know if people knew what that meant. Hitting the home opener party too.
Why are you getting? Hey, Gravy, he started off
Yo.
good. Let's you know. No, you know what?
Uh,
Keep saying he sucks. You know what? That's just been
He
working for
impressed
me. Like
me.
I have a little thing with my brother right now, like to where like it's like because we were watching the Dodger game the other day, right? And for a while, Mookie Betts was fucking sucking, bro. Like he couldn't hit a fucking ball. And he came up to bat that day, right? And like he was like, I was like, this motherfucker has been fucking trash, dog. He's been sucking. This motherfucker hits a double and he fucking gets 2 runs in, right? Next at bat, I was like, I don't give a fuck what he did last at bat. He's fucking sucks, bro. He fucking sucks since fucking the last year. Boom, home run. I'm like, what the fuck? And then like 2 days ago too again, right? My brother came to watch the Dodger game and I was like, bro, this fool fucking sucks, right? I was just like that. I was just telling him like because the other day when that happened, I was like, man, I just say he sucks more often. And like yeah, and then the other day I said again. The other day I said, this fool fucking sucks. Bam, home run. I'm like, hey, that's what I'm saying. Great. Keep saying Tyree sucks, bro. Hopefully that shit works for them.
Yeah, be like I said about Trey. Like I said about Trey, be consistent with it. Don't disappear on me, bro. You know, I want to say good things about Tyree, but it makes it hard. He makes it hard. I'm not this. Oh, it's this year. He should have been this year already. And I don't make excuses for guys. I don't. And I don't know how people hold. Who is fighting? No one's fighting. Oh, Canelo and Crawford is fighting over there. Yeah. He said it's gonna be a draw. That'll be disappointing, man. Those two guys get together.
Like,
Canelo be.
I know they're talking about blood in the vein. I know I'm about the strain that I'm gonna be taking out there. I'm gonna probably take a couple of strains out there. I'm gonna take like a good little ounce out there. You know what I mean? See what's up. See what's up.
There you go. There you go. What up, Gravy and Gabe? J.E., man. Welcome, bro, to the club. I seen you before. How you doing, man? Dark, gotta say some stuff. The cat. Drew. Draw goes to the decision. Ready to Goon. What's up, Goon? I've been wanting to send you a trade. I don't know you've been looking at it, Goon, but
what league did you send me the trade in?
I don't know which one. You're on both.
I think it's right here. I think it's right.
You don't want to give you. One. I sent you 2?
No, I don't know. Let me see.
I think I was giving you 2 for 1.
Why you trying to take my guy, man?
And what was it? Aaron Jones and Scatterball?
Yeah, for Breeze.
Come on, let's do it. Yeah, y'all took a trade.
Breeze is a baller, man.
Oh, gee. I need a running back, dude. I had my little thing with this Pittsburgh running back. I gotta get rid of him. I got rid of him. Like that. Yeah. And Miguel, what's up, man? That's a good trade. Look at it. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Hey.
And we got to vote on it. We got to vote on it, so everybody will talk shit, saying you're gonna swipe me, and I'll be, we'll watch, bro. We'll see. But Breeze had a good game too, but so did Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones liked it, but I love Mason.
I love catching Mason, that ball, man. I have Mason in the other league.
Mason's like gonna beat out. Is Mason gonna beat out? Like he didn't get it. They have CMC in San Francisco. He came over here and he's shining, bro. He's gonna start over Aaron Jones.
Raider Nation Fantasy League. I have him in. I have him in the Hollow Squad. I don't. The Hollow Squad one, I don't have him. But in no, I have him in the Hollow Squad League.
I know you got him in both.
Yeah.
Notice shit like that. I'm already trading. If you're the type of player that sticks on their guys and stuff, I got guys that had one. When is, AJ.
No, I only got him in one league. I got Brees in both leagues.
When is AJ Brown gonna have 1 point in fantasy, bro? You know what I mean?
That was
when is Scary Terry? When is Scary Terry gonna?
I had him in one league. When I played Angelo, he only gave me 1 fucking point.
You lost that at the end, bro. I seen that with Angelo.
And because my dumbass, that's what I get too, because I played fucking dumbass Dak Prescott over Geno Smith.
Me too, bro. I had that combo of him and the Lamb. I go, how could Lamb have 20-something points and
I easily win?
not have it?
I easily win if if I start Gino. But hey, that's
You
fantasy
would've won.
though. That's fantasy
You would've
football
won.
though, man. That's the name of the game in fantasy football. It's start the right guys. That's what it
And
is. You know what I mean?
and my two quarterback league, I had McCarthy over there. I was saying, man, my two quarterback, because I had Prescott in that league, and then McCarthy took me over the top, bro. My boy came back. My boy came back in the top, took me over. I said, yeah, but none of my
But
none of my
getting back
receivers
to
did shit.
the Raiders, man, like the one thing too that's going to be big time is that this rookie can really be the truth, man, in fucking Dante Thornton at receiver. Like, you know what I mean? Make those big plays, because that was a hell of a fucking play. Like, looking at it now, like over and over again, because I've been watching that catch over and over again. He made a hell of a fucking adjustment on that ball in the air. Like, to know, like, to be running that, to be that big and that fast, and to be able to slow your momentum down, to know that the ball's good, like, to already know, kind of like, you know, be able to track the ball that it's going to be underthrown, so you stop your momentum, you know what I mean, adjust to the ball, and the way he caught it, bro, like that was a big time catch, bro. Big time catch on third down in a crucial situation. Like,
exactly. 30-yard game, 30-something yard
much
game
from a rookie, man. You don't see that much from a rookie, and you don't see that much. The bigger thing, I think, like, obviously, the rookie needs to get. You don't see that a lot in a rookie, because you don't have a quarterback with that type of confidence to throw to a rookie in that situation. So to do that and then him make that catch, that's just going to give Gino even more, you know what I mean, more confidence in the young receiver. So it's like, that was a big time catch, bro, for like early in this guy's career. That could take him a long way right there. Like, I know it's only one little measly catch, whatever it was, but it was to almost steal a game.
A catch like that ain't, rookies usually don't do that. You know what I mean? This dude, and dude's like, he blows by people. That's why I always gonna mention what Josh the GOAT said about him when he came on our show. That when he was when he wasn't on our show, but he said, I watch Josh all the time. He's a good friend of the show and us. And that he looks faster than 4.3. He's blowing by these guys, bro. Blowing by. He was open.
Okay, look at he's 4.3. He running 4.3, Gravy. I'm just gonna ask people in the chat. Run like 10 steps and try to stop. You know what I mean? We ain't running no 4.3. And we ain't running no 4.3. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's why that was a hell of a fucking catch, to make an adjustment like that, to be able to run that fast and be able to stop and make an adjustment like that and come up with the catch. That was great, man. Go ahead, Grady. I'm sorry.
And the way that corner was, when he turned his hips, he was already 4 yards ahead of him, and then he was like this, bro. He was like, oh shit, I fucked up, and he was off. And now it's a book is open on Thornton now, so they're gonna watch this guy and they're gonna say, we gotta play back on this guy and maybe put a safety over top, because that's what he's gonna be good at. But the effort of coming back and getting that ball sitting down and with the vision and the reaction to go out there get the ball like that, I don't care if he was on his butt or not, he caught it, got a big gain on a third down like you mentioned. That's what we need. That's exactly what he's there for, and that's good. Now, getting a play like that and then working on your route tree as you go during games and stuff, that's only better for him. And that'll be great, man. If he gets that route tree down where he can do other routes different. He did a great out route, a deep out route that he did on a dime. Lost the receiver, made a great catch that could only be out of bounds or him catching it. Great accuracy by Gino. And no one else could have got that ball. He got it. Another great pass to him from Gino. Yeah. Him and Gino got something together. I don't think there's a quarterback out there that could get this dude on stride. That's what I want to see, bro. I want to see him get a ball in stride, and we could see that possibly 4.2 speed, and we can really know what he is. And then he'll be on every fucking Sports Center. People need to talk about this guy. They know he's fast. Ain't no secret that Thornton's fast. Ain't no secret that Trey Tucker's fast. Can you adjust to that and stop him? And then they have a hard time doing it. It looks like one game. But
hey, who do I start this week, Gravy? So I start in fantasy in my other league, right? But you don't have to
Mhm.
worry about this one. This one don't worry about it because you don't have no. This is not in our leagues. It's a Baker Mayfield or Geno Smith.
Who's Baker play?
Houston
Mm,
or us against the
I
Chargers.
might have to go with Gino, bro.
Baker. They both play on Monday night. Baker plays at 4:00. We play at 7:00.
How come the Raiders play Monday night, bro, and they're not the sole prime time, bro? They're not the sole prime time game. Why did they put 2 games? They wasn't a last
You know how
week.
many times? It's like the third time they've done that. When they put us on Monday Night Football. I'm not talking about third time in a row, but we've played a couple of times where it's a doubleheader Monday Night Football,
Mhm.
and we play like the 7:00 one. I mean, I understand too because we're the West Coast team, so that if they are going to do something like 4:00, 7:00, they have to schedule a East Coast and a West Coast team, so that way it could be like kind of like, you know what I mean, like they could actually be able to schedule it like that. But why? Yeah, like you say, why can't we just get a fucking our own fucking?
Can't we do
prime
that?
time,
Why they gotta mess with us, bro? Why can't the East Coast Raider fans get solely Raiders, bro? They hype up to the Raider game. You know, I don't want to. But to answer your question, bro, I'll throw Gino in there, bro. I was impressed what he did. Back-to-back 300-yard games will be amazing for the Raiders.
I'm starting Gino and over Baker. I like
Couple
Baker.
of touchdowns.
Baker gave me a bunch of points last week. I like Baker, but
he's good too.
But I'm gonna start Gino though. I'm gonna start Gino just to see.
And then they're, Houston is coached well, and I think he'll do something. You know, they got a defensive coach, so he'll do something with Baker over there as far as pressure and coverage.
I could do that though on this league though, because my 3 running backs are James Cook, Josh Jacobs, Christian McCaffrey.
McCaffrey, man, it looked like he's up to speed for this time right here. I'll take advantage of McCaffrey as long as you got him. As long as you got him.
I got McCaffrey, Jacobs, and Cook. That's a three-headed monster right there, man.
I don't know, man. I like Green Bay, bro. I like Green Bay. Green Bay looks good. Love's gonna have a season. He was hurt last year. I think I have him in 1 league. Raider Goon, I'm a season ticket holder myself, and I'm not selling mine for triple price. The people still bitching. You got it, bro. Roy Abadaka, man. Welcome to the show. I've seen you before. Thanks for being here watching me and Gay, man.
We treat me like the segregation taxes. Well, bro, you've already put like 50 comments. We can't highlight everyone.
What you doing, bro? I walk when I watch the hints and stuff. And you're just getting you're slow and easing onto it. ASAP. We're gonna give you some love, bro. And we don't care if you talk shit. We ain't gonna hear it. But I'll put you on, bro. I'll let you slide. We're gonna treat you like that, bro. You deserve it. Because once you start doing shit, we might talk about you guys, But you can come on here and blast us, whatever you see. Are you going to the game? You gonna be there? Hit us up.
He's a Charger fan, right?
Hit us up. Come up. We ain't bad guys, bro. We ain't do nothing to you. We say, hey, this piano man right here. But how you want us to do that? Just deal with it, bro. If you go on other people's shows for another team, you got to deal with it. You do. You're up front with people. People know who I am, bro. So if you're a Charger fan, don't like what I say, tough shit, because I'm always going to say it. The Ahern sounds like it's going to be cracked. The Aherns.
The Ahern. That was the fucking the Red Dragon in the fucking Rush Hour movie. That same casino.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
That was the casino in the Rush Hour movie. In that Rush Hour 3 movie, yeah, the Rush Hour 3, that was the casino. There.
Miguel said, if our offensive line struggles again, they need to be creative on how he gets his carries. Chip can do that, but man, JPJ was an issue, and the way he runs things, he is creative. He was being creative, is that it wasn't executed in the way his creativeness was supposed to be. We got to execute as far as offensive line. They do good, they work, and they do good, and things happen. the running game will be well. And I like this offensive line. I don't have a problem with it. They just need to be, I'm not like I've always said, Gabe, the development of people is not no more, bro. It's game by game plan. You work on things in practice. The first day of practice, let's fix what we didn't do. It should take a day to do that. Watch film, see what you did wrong, fix it. Right. The rest of the week is all Chargers after that, and there's no more. Hey, let's develop you. Unless you're third, those guys are playing. They're San Diego, or they're practicing them. So those guys aren't our starters need to be like this already for us to win games. You can't be working on new shit, putting new people in there unless you got injuries. I understand that, but no more of that. No more excuses. Just get it right. That's what I want to see. But the excuses, I can't come out yet because I ain't with it. Raider Goon section 122, row 20. We're around there, Gabe.
No, we're 104.
Is that better? That's better. Goon, come and see us, bro. We see each other, man. We gotta say what's up, man. Good to see you. You'll be at the tailgate, right? I gotta go see you at the tailgate.
Right,
you got me. Give me
a. It's the same. It's basically they're just in a different part of the stadium, but 100 section too. So the first level,
same level.
Yeah,
you could be across from us, next to us, around there somewhere. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we gotta link up. Everybody that knows us, everybody that we know, we're gonna see each other, man. Go to these little parties, go see what's somebody alone and all that, man. We'll be there. Be good to see you, Goon. You're a good dude, man. We can talk trade too. I'll be all in fantasies. I'll be all there. Shit, I'm locked in during the game.
Here's what I think of Brady's trade.
Denied. I don't know, man. I'll admit it, bro. I'll make a bet.
I also want to think of the Chargers.
My dude is Auntie Six, bro, but I know he's not gonna do nothing with me. I want a guy real bad that he has, and I know he's gonna ask for the world. He's gonna want. If I had Jamal Chase, dude, he would want this guy for the guy I want. And I got this reputation that the gravy finesses you, and it doesn't come out right for you at the end. Because I got a little sense, bro, fantasy that this guy's gonna blossom. This guy, I'll wait for this dude and all that shit. But I don't know, Gabe. Brees Hall, he does play for the Jets. I'll tell you that. You know that. So, but he was a point getter for you. I thought I would attract you with the 2-1, and you said you were talking high about Scatterbo. You were talking high about Scatterbo.
When I was watching that Jets game, I mean, yeah. I'm sad. I'm happy with Gino, but I was thinking like, hey, Justin Fields looking a little bit better.
Yeah, he
does. A little bit better in that game. Obviously, he's had some games in his career where he's looked good, but I would say for it to be game one, it's a good start. And if he could do that, I mean, he could be a really good quarterback.
I know it's different, but if you were Chicago right now, would you would have got rid of him and had what you have right now? Because your boy, Mr. Fingernail Polish, you want to talk, man, that was bad, bro. Bad. With that mind that you got, and then he's saying in press conferences that he ain't even calling the plays that I'm giving to. Is this the USC coming out of him, or because it damn sure ain't the Oklahoma, right? It ain't the Oklahoma coming out of him. I think it's the USC. That's why I told everybody. I told the whole world that this would happen.
Nah, it's the Oklahoma most likely.
Yeah, it's USC, bro. It's
USC the ballers, man.
Don't look like my boy. Amon Rao let me down, bro. Amon Rao let me down. My favorite USC guy.
Our best guy on defense last week was him and Devin White, but Palomalo was a USC guy.
I know that. That's my favorite USC player right now is Palomalo, bro. Went up to my boy 805, man. I see your show. I don't know if it's still on. I was watching it. You guys did a great job, man. Always go check out 805 and his crew with Chris and Severe. I can't wait to see them guys. I know I'm gonna link up with those dudes. Goon, you got 2 parking pads if anyone need one. Get at Goon, man. He's real generous with his stuff, bro. A great dude, man. Can't say enough good things about Goon, man. Real cool ass guy. Yeah. Rock says, I do agree with him though. 12 hours of tape can't get boring. I would rather show him what he do with the game sense training. Much more effective and engaging. I think that Caleb will get better if he listens to Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson's a good coordinator, and maybe he's still young. He's still getting his team together. He's putting his way in that bad team, and they're playing like it. They played like it. But Caleb I
just need Gino to stay consistent, and because I think with this offense, he's gonna give him chances, bro. They're gonna give him chances to be, take it into the game into his hands. You know what I mean? You've seen it last week when you know what I mean. They like a lot of third downs. They weren't going little conservative, little give it to the receiver and let him make a play. You know what I mean? Because you don't have confidence in the quarterback. Nah, they were giving him full, shit, throwing it deep. You know what I mean? Throwing it deep or fucking, they were running it on 3rd and 1 or play action on 3rd and 1. It's like they were letting Gino take that game into his hands, and he didn't disappoint.
He's a vet, bro. He's been there before, done every situation, been everything. Didn't have problems.
That's what I'm saying. If he can stay consistent, the biggest part of him is if he can stay consistent and healthy, bro, that's gonna be good, because you can see his ceiling. I don't even know if that's his ceiling, because he could be a little bit more accurate on a couple more throws, or he could even have a guy's not drop a couple balls where Bowers dropped one, Jacoby dropped one. You know what I mean? So like, it's like Gino. I don't know, man. That's what I keep saying, that like confidence from your coach, especially the guy that's steering the whole fucking ship. When that guy believes in you, bro. When that guy believes in you, it matters, man.
And we got Gino because that's it. What you just said. He trusts him. He depends on him, and he got him through it. You know what I mean? Then do the big things that Wilson did, but you can expect that, bro. And then he's more mature. Gino's more mature, vet, been in every situation, like I said, knows what to do, doesn't panic, and fast, bro. The tempo of the game, the presence in the huddle, bro, the dictation of the huddle was tight and nice. That's what Chip Kelly expects. That's what Pete Carroll expects. It wasn't slow. Everything wasn't that 3rd down and long type shit. We were winning 1st downs, and I was impressed with that. That big time. We weren't in 2nd and 12s or 2nd and long. We didn't lose yards and first downs. It was good to see. I was impressed with that. See, that's why Piano Man, you don't get shown, bro. So you're getting out of hand. And I'll just run by you like everyone else does. Lone said 98 degrees. I ain't much of a swimmer, bro, but I'll kick you by the water. And no one better not get me wet. Gonna be hot, stay hydrated. Yeah, I always have that water with me. But get that free water.
Yeah, I'll be hydrated for sure. I don't know with what, but I'll be hydrated.
Yeah, you will be. Here we go, ASAP, man. Big dog, thanks for being real, because Myra tried to have me blocked through her. Don't talk about Myra on this show, bro. You other shows do that let you on. The whole month has so far been hit to drinking. Too hit to drinking. I don't drink anymore, bro. Haha, not till later. There we go. Myra again. Myra, stay in the chat. Here we go. John Studios, but that's a bad trade. You did the right thing. Gravy trying to finesse you and pressure on stream after the fact. I got some stuff to tell you what Myra was saying about me. To tell you that. She ain't no joke when she wins fantasy, tell you that. Myra ain't no joke. But it's no love.
She was
there ain't no love.
Everything Gravy was saying. He said he never gonna lose to no girl.
I know that she'll still probably find it that I said that. I don't remember saying it. I don't remember saying it, but she if she had that clip, she
In
probably
her
did it
mind,
already.
she
She'll
heard
have
it.
that.
In her
She
mind,
heard it.
she heard it.
I know I said it because I've said it before. I've said it before, but she probably has that clip. So I'm surprised I ain't seen that yet.
Oh, look, Rock
But
says he remembers it too.
yeah, the real talk. 805 saying we'll be at the Westgate Sports Book Sunday morning NFL game. Myra, Leo, Turf, and a group rolling as well. Pull up if you guys roll in Sunday. Be there, bro. Be there. What time? Good time. Give me a time.
Well, Sunday's the pool party, no?
Yeah, but I go do like that.
Well, yeah, they shouldn't be that far from each other either. Like the sports book, we can go there, hit up that, and then go, go to the pool party.
We'll be
Then
moving
shit, go to the
around. We'll be moving around.
yeah, we
We're
can
gonna
move
find
around.
so much people want to see what's up with Gravy and Game. I think the Chargers are ahead of us in that regard, so they still pose a threat. Always, bro. Chargers, they got a good squad, bro. They got a good roster, damn good football coach, good staff. We can't underestimate them. It's gonna be a good game, bro. Two head coaches.
There's no way they are either. It's not with Pete and Jim. Pete knows what he's gonna have. He has his hands full this weekend, so he knows he's gonna have this team prepared. They're not gonna go in there thinking that we could just roll over the Chargers. No way. I don't think that's the way Pete coaches. You know what I mean? Pete is gonna go in there, have prepared. He wants to go in there and dominate this game if he can, because he wants to put it to fucking Jim.
And I know that PK, he ain't scared. I ain't coach is scared about nobody, but he ain't worried about them. And Pete Carroll has beaten all those guys in our division. Had beat them. And I don't think he just says, hey, I know what this guy does. It ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new gonna happen that he's been through. So he's been through every situation. It wasn't like, AP got this situation. What is he gonna do? And it turns out bad. You don't want to learn how to be a head coach during games. That was our problem last year.
Yeah.
That's what Ben Johnson is going through. All the first time coaches, they're going through that. And then when you
Talk
have
about that, AP doing like a game day shit.
Yeah. He's making himself look good. I understand it. He didn't get a chance, and I was with it.
Jacobs.
So was that a shot at Telesco or what, bro? You think
Definitely.
It had to be? It sounded like to me. We let that guy go, man. I'm not mad about it anymore.
He's like, he didn't get the quarterback that he wanted. He's like, that was it, like that. He's all, that's why the Raiders are going to look different this year. And he gave props to he wasn't sour about like saying that, just because Pete got the job, that Pete's going to do a bad job. He actually has confidence in Pete, but he did mention though that Pete, went out and got what he wanted because he had the backing from the GM basically. You know what I mean? Pete went out and got his quarterback that he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Pete went out and got the running back at 6 that he wanted. You know what I mean? So it's like I will say, I mean, I will give Pierce that for damn sure. You know what I mean? Like those are two big important pieces that, like, maybe that would have been a big ass difference if he would have had Jacobs and the quarterback maybe that he did want. So but that's old news. But I can't say that it's being said for a reason. And I mean that's for sure. That's what I'm saying. That's 100% shots at Telesco.
I commend AP for saying that. I think what we think about AP now, it was a failure. You know what I mean? And I think Telesco had a lot to do with it. He wanted to get Jaden Daniels. He had a package together to get Jaden Daniels, but he said no. Let Jacobs go. And I didn't like that at all. You know what I mean? Jacobs, he wanted to be there, bro. Hey, he's in a better situation now. Good to him. I'm always gonna love him. I'm always gonna keep my 28. I'm always gonna do that. Even though he went to 8, he was 28. Got busy. Raider Goon, that's what's up, brother. I'll be there around 9 to snack a big table. There you go. 805's gonna be up there.
You know what's fucking crazy though? Look at the jersey that I have right here.
I got one of those too. I got that the year I got a Jacobs jersey, and I rarely get players jerseys. I got that after the big season, and then he switched to 8. I said, damn, and then he left. I said, ain't this a bitch? Good evening, Raider Nation from Misguided Angel. Your Angel misguided, bro. Goon saying what's up. Moser Raider, let James cook. The question of would you drop Scatterbo for ATN? You have Scatterbo starting? Hell
Wait,
yeah, I would
wait,
drop
wait.
it.
If ATN's out there available, what ATN? First of all, you're talking about
The
the other
ATN was
brother.
Jacksonville?
Because I
Jacksonville
don't think he's
ATN?
not like if he's available on any of your fantasy shit. That means nobody know what
What?
they doing, man. Because he should be on some team, and if he's
You're in a
available, you should
bad
pick. You
league,
should have
bro.
dropped Scatterbo. Fucking the minute you seen fucking him available out there, I would have dropped Scatterbo for
I
him.
won't even start Scatterbo, bro. He's not even starting on his
I
team.
think ATN had like
146 yards.
20 points, and then they just traded their backup running back, so you know he's gonna get more, probably even more carries, more touches because they just traded Tank Bigsby away.
Well, that was weird, bro.
Yeah, it was fucking weird, especially to the Eagles because they got Dylan as a backup, and that other kid too, that second year too, that he was getting a lot of carries on Thursday night too. Like
giving Saquon
Shipley
a break
or something like that. Shipley. They had Shipley, they had him, they had Dylan, and then they have Saquon, and then they traded for Bigsby. That was a weird trade.
Yeah, it was. ATN's the one. You know, he's always been an underachiever. He always messes up at the end of the season, but I like ATN, bro. He always bums up. He did this first game. Everyone else want to see Luby get a little bit more burn on offense. Moser Raider, no, I don't. Get done with that, bro. Get done with that.
No, I want to see him where he's at. Let him return kicks. Let him do that. He looks a little effective on there. You know, I think he's going to get better at that. And then he looks good at covering kicks too. He gets down there fast. You know, he gets down there pretty quick and he ain't scared to make a tackle. Let him do that, man. Let him be a fucking a special teams. Like what was that? Remember that one guy that we had, fucking Tanner Muse or whatever, with the War Daddy, special teams War Daddy or whatever it is. But let him be one of them, bro. Let him be one of them, bro.
But you know what? He's doing that better than the original special teams War Daddy was. I think he takes that label better. Luby takes the special teams War Daddy better than, I forgot that guy's name.
Tanner Muse.
Be a piano man. What you want, bro?
He was from Clemson too. Remember Tanner Muse?
Yeah, Tanner Muse. Yeah. Fuck that guy. Gino made a rush come around a long way and gave him an extra extent to barely get the ball off. Yeah, but he did well after that. And just the way he threw the ball, he's a very accurate guy. You know, we thought AOC was accurate. This guy's way more accurate.
Yeah.
Tell me a score.
Score?
What you got? Piano Man wants to know a score.
Man, I still want to see the availability of Bowers, but I mean, I think we're not going to get that till Friday. But I mean, either way, I think we're going to win. But I think with Bowers, I think we can have a better chance. But I think it's going to be a real close one, man. It's going to be one of those within 3 points. I think it's going to be like 24-21, I'll say.
I hope it's a physical game. I'm a future fortune teller. Want to hear my parlay. You can win the parlay. You bet the game there. Here we go, my boy Mike Guerrero in the house. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Raiders 45, Georgia 13.
I love that.
Hope it's like that.
I love that.
Hope that I want to hear that piano man talking all that shit when you get whooped like that.
I think like 24-21 though. I think these offenses can put some points on there. They are going to. But I do think the defense is going to do some work, dog. So I think like they will get some crucial stops. I think 24-21. I'll say that. That's going to be my score.
21. I'll say we get 24. I'll say we sew up Herbert, man. They get 10, 12 at the most.
That'd be fucking awesome, bro. That's fucking awesome because that's just a good trend for our defense.
Yeah. I want our defense to be successful because I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong about this secondary, and the linebackers already as a group impressed me. So
yeah,
I'm not going to shut up about that because it has been one game, and I'm not with that. To be good all the time, do it right all the time, and then just do better this next game. Let's get better every game. Let's do it. Same every game. Let's get better. Not no down. JPJ, come on, suck it up. Learn what you did bad. Suck it up in practice. Let's get it. Get game plan for the Chargers. Get rid of that shit. Get it out your mind. Whatever people are saying about you, everybody's saying that you had a bad game. Get over it. Let's top that, man, and impress us. Let's do that.
Hopefully that's all it was. Bad game.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, 2 hours. 2 hours shit.
Yo, well, getting us to get out of here, man. I would love to stay on a little bit longer, but I'm tired too. Got to go to work early.
Yeah.
But I want to thank almost had 50 something in the house. So I want to thank everybody for being here, man. It was a great conversation. We didn't get enough. There's more to talk about. We have a show Friday. I think me and Gabe.
If I don't leave Friday night, I definitely will be leaving Saturday morning. So I will make if I don't, I'll make the Friday show. And if I leave early enough, shit, I might even make the show anyway, but in Vegas.
That's all right. It's all right, Gabe.
All depends if I'm on the road. It just all depends if I'm on the road, but shit. Hopefully I'll be here Friday.
Do it solo. You could go in and out if you're on the road. I don't know how reception is in the desert out there going that way or whatever. But if you're there, it don't matter, bro. We talk about it anyway. But I want to thank everybody for being here. Much love, man. Much love. Remember what Lowe says, man. Don't drink and drive, and stay up. And on 1, 2, 3, Gabe, we'll get out of here, man. Tell them, man. 1, 2, 3. Raiders. Much love, nation. Next time.